everybody. Welcome back. Right now we're taking a look at our 6 poker players, 5 from the good old US of A and 1 Englishman. They're all vying for that $25,000 prize tonight. Hey everyone, I'm Leanne Tweeden. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at our 6 players now. Starting in seat 1, we have our chip leader, Mitch Korn from Indiana. This machine operator has been married for 5 months, and he tells me his favorite athlete is Peyton Manning. In seat 2, we have reality star Rob Mariano. You know him from Survivor and The Amazing Race. And tonight, he's looking to take a step towards becoming a professional poker player, and he's even relocated to right here in Las Vegas. Moving to seat 3, we have Marlon Delanois from New York. He says he started playing poker after his brother gave him a poker set as a birthday gift a year ago. On to the 4th seat, we have Sandra Dano from Florida. This mother of 3 enjoys growing roses, watching baseball, internet poker, and flea markets. In the 5th seat, we have John Leyburn from England. This husband and father of 3 enjoys online poker and watching greyhound racing. And in the final seat, we have Jared Mueller from Arizona. This pizza man says he's been playing poker for 4 years, and he told me if Hollywood ever made a movie of his life, he'd like Dave Chappelle to play him. And that's no jokes, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? He is the hottest player at the table right now, winning the last 4 hands. I love this game, guys. It's going to be exciting tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Leanne. It has been exciting so far, and I like that. He wants Dave Chappelle doing his live story.
Well, if they ever make mine, I want Leanne Tweeden.
Well, why wouldn't you?
And Mueller folded the best hand there. Pretty tricky.
And he's been on a rush. Winning hand after hand. We go 3-way to the flop. A jack, 5, and a 4. Boston Rob picks up a pair of 5s.
The middle pair is the best hand right now. He needs to bet here and see if anybody else is interested in this flop. If they show strength, he'll get rid of it. But that was a good play there. I can't see Korn calling. And Mariano will pick up a small but useful pot.
Rob Mariano tests the water. Nobody else wants to jump in and swim with him. Takes his pot. He's just under 40,000 in chips. Still a commanding chip lead is Mitch Korn, over 80,000.
We should remember, though, John, Mitch accumulated most of his chips in one early hand, and he's been pretty quiet since then. Look at this. Mueller again with a big hand. The pair of queens.
Got love starting out with a couple ladies in the hole.
And he gave one of those sort of little disconsolate head shakes, like, I guess I got to bet the pot.
Yeah.
Usually not a good sign when a guy does that. And let's see if Rob Mariano picked that up. He's got a pair of 4s here, which normally is a hand he'd want to play. Oh, he's reaching for the all-in chip.
Clock almost times him out, and he goes from thinking of all-in to releasing his hand. So doing cartwheels and flip-flops, thinking that over for Boston Rob in his head. Yeah, if had he thrown in that all-in chip, he wouldn't have liked what he would have seen.
And I think Mariano may have picked up that little false tell. Mueller sort of shaking his head, I guess I got to play this hand. You know, a lot of these players have experience playing on the internet, not a lot of experience playing live, and they have to be careful about telegraphing their hand with physical language.
Right, maybe overplaying that one a little too much, Hollywood. Mariano not biting, although he did think about it. Big time.
And Sandra Dano down pretty low. This is a pretty good hand. I think she needs to raise here. She's down to 15,000 in chips.
And she adds 4,000 with a raise.
And it's getting close to all or nothing time for our lone lady at the table.
Delanois with his 7-5. Clock running down. Indecision. Will not make the call. So Dano, she needed that pot. She gets it. Adds to her stack there. Well, Sandra Dano is engaged to Al. She has 3 children. And after spending her life in the Northeast, she relocated to sunny Florida 3 years ago.
I'm a bartender in Gainesville, Florida. It's a big college town, University of Florida. And we have a lot of college students, our customers. There's a couple that are going to have parties and yeah. Knowing that they're going to be there watching me play makes me a little bit nervous, but win or lose, I think they'll still think I did a good job.
Michael, we always talk about the pressure and the intense heat that you're under playing in this game. She says she was so nervous leading up to this, she hasn't slept for a week.
She also told us that her dream occupation is to be a marine biologist. You know, you generally don't want anything to do with fish at the poker table.
Although you do find a lot of those. Tonight we'll see if anybody's going to be a shark. Sandra Dano, a winner again. Excuse me. That was actually Marlon Delanois picking up the pot here. The MansonPoker.com PokerDome Challenge is a 43-week speed poker series starting with 216 online players vying for the grand prize of $1 million. There's sure to be tons of action and piles of cash to be won along the way. The series consists of 6 7-week qualifying tournaments. Each tournament is made up of 6 qualifying matches. Those 6 qualifying match winners receive a prize of $25,000 and a seat at a $1 million qualifying table. Every 7th week, the $1 million qualifying table is held with those 6 match winners. That winner receives a prize of $50,000 and a seat at the $1 million championship table. Finally, in March 2007, in our 43rd and final week, our 6 qualifying tournament winners will play speed poker for $1 million right here in the Poker Dome. Well, Mitch Korn, the 25-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, we haven't heard a lot from him recently, but he is still our chip leader at over 80,000 in chips. That gives him a 10,000 chip lead, and this newlywed knows winning at the Poker Dome would give him and his wife a great head start in their new life.
About 5 months ago, me and my wife, Lisa, got married. Well, for the past couple months, we've been living with her father. It was all right for a while at first, but we're ready to get our own life going. We found out that I could play in this tournament for $25,000. We were ecstatic. This is definitely the opportunity for us to finally put a down payment on a house and start new. The money would really help.
A victory at the Poker Dome definitely would help out the newlyweds. And yes, his wife Lisa traveled from South Bend to come out and cheer her husband in a night that she's hoping leads to victory.